Hi, it's Dave Diegelman with Equity Real Estate here for our November 2023 market report for Southern Utah. And let's jump into the numbers. We can look at the number of sold listings right here, and right now we're at 299 for October of 2023. Last year in November it was 325, so we're slightly down on that. Active listings, you can see right now we're at 1,642, whereas last year we were at 1,727. So as our listings go down, sometimes prices will go up slightly. Listing prices, the sold median sale price is currently at $485,000. Last year it was slightly up at $502,000. Our current listing prices, the average median list price is at $600,000. Last year it was at $575,000. So again, these don't necessarily reflect the same size house. Absorption rate in months. This is how much inventory we have per the current sales volume. So right now we're at 4.41 months of inventory, which is a stable inventory. Last year we were at 4.01 months. Sold to list ratio, right now we're at 95.4%. Last year we were at 93.1%. Days on the market, we're currently at 70.1, and last year we were at 43. The price volume of sold listings is at 170 million for October 2023. Last year it was at 190 million. So just slightly off on that as well. If we go down to the categories of listings, these are our sold listings right here. You can see the largest category is still 500 to 750,000, and 750 to a million is coming in at third place. And then 1 million to 2 million is in fifth place. So still pretty strong numbers there, even though they're down from last year quite a bit. The 450 to 499 is our second highest category, and right behind that is the 350 to 399 and 400 to 449. Inventory is slim on those areas though, so we don't have as much inventory, and we'll look at that down here, the active listings. So you can see what I was talking about. We don't have a lot of inventory down here, but it's significant enough to where if you're looking for a home, you're probably going to be able to find it in that price range. But the overall inventory king is the 750 to a million range, and the 1 million to 2 million range is very, very strong in inventory. And I've been harping about this for months, that the 1 million to 2 and even up to the 3 million mark are really where some bargains are right now, because if you looked at purchasing a lot and building a home like the ones that are available, in most cases you couldn't come close to building it for the cost that it is. So let's go over and look at First American Title Company puts out a newsletter, and they are saying that we're in a slight seller advantage. This is just for Washington County. They say that our median list price is at $715, and the median list price of new listings is at $630. Price per square foot, which can be misleading, but the average is $301 per square foot. And again, if you have a 1,500 square foot house, it's going to be more per square foot than a 25 or a 3,000 square foot house per square foot typically. Average days on the market is 89. We see 37% of the homes that come on the market get a price decrease. That's a lot. And then inventory, we're at 837%, or 837 units. Relisted, these are properties that have either expired, canceled, withdrawn, and 17% of them get relisted, so that's a very high percentage. The median rent is at $1,995. And if we look down here, we can see the median list price is currently at $715, and in our peak it was at $799. So market segments, $1.45 million will get you a 4,138 square foot home on a quarter to half acre lot. On average, it'll have 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and it'll be 4 years old. It takes about 70 days to market that on average. And for $829, you will get a 2,800 square foot house on a quarter to half acre again. Average of 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. The average age is 5 years, and 56 days on the market is the average marketing time. For $629,000, you'll get an average 2,219 square foot house on a little less than a quarter acre lot. Average 4 beds, 2.5 baths, and 11 years old. Average time on the market again is 56 days. And for $435,000, you will get a 1,600 square foot house. It'll be on significantly less than a quarter acre lot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Average age is 23 years old, and it is 35 days on average on the market. So we're going to look at a couple of other things here. We're going to look at interest rates, and let's go down to what the current rates are. The 30-year fixed current just went up to 8.06% with an APR of 8.08%. The 30-year fixed jumbo is 8.04 versus 8.05 on the APR. So this can be kind of disheartening for some people. A 5-year ARM is at 7.12% with an APR of 8.12%. However, we're going to look at a couple of other things. These are the trends of mortgage rates. You can see they've gone from 7.21% in July up to 8.09% right now. But then we're going to look at some of the preferred rates, and these are with buy downs. So we went with an average purchase price of our median priced home, which is $568,000. That's our median sold price. And you can see the upfront costs on this one are $8,360. So that's a buy down on the loan rate. So you go from the APR of 6.9, down, or I'm sorry, 8.01 down to the rate of 6.750. And you can see the different 5 or a 6-year ARM. It's actually a better rate up here, all in all. And that's interesting because sometimes that's the way it works. 30-year fixed. This is an amortized, the costs are spread out over, several years on this. So they don't have upfront costs on this, but it's another buy down on the rate. So if you're not familiar with buying down rates, a lot of times when sellers want to sell a home, they will negotiate closing costs. Closing costs can be the physical cost of closing, or it can also be a rate reduction, a buy down on the loan. So get with me or get with your lender to have that explained to you, because that is the way to get it done right now to get the rates a little bit lower. So look at one other thing here, and this is from HUD, Housing and Urban Development. And you've read about this in the news. This is why I have that on there, that new starts are on the rise with new construction starts. And you can see this little blip right here are the new starts. Why is this important? Well, new starts typically are bank funded. They're longer term projects. In other words, it's going to take probably 4 to 6 months for them to finish on housing anyway. And so the ability for builders to get loans and the ability for banks to lend money is a big deal. So the banks obviously see that the market's still strong, and it's probably going to stay that way. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our monthly market report. If I can help you in any way, please feel free and give me a call. My direct private line is 435-703-4041. God bless you and have a great rest of the 2023.